Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll answer the question of how to install and use the Channel Expert agent within Slack. So if you have those channels where folks are asking the same questions over and over, or if they're just bombarding with questions, I've got good news for you if you are an Agentforce customer. Okay, so a Slack admin can help set up a free out-of-the-box agent called the Channel Expert agent. To do so, we're going to head straight into the Agentforce setup menu. So as a prerequisite, you would have to have already set up Salesforce and Slack integrated together, which is very simple to do. And then you do have to be an Agentforce customer that's on the Flex Credit system. But after that, this is a pre-built out-of-the-box agent where I can just one click to review. It's a one-time setup. It's going to say, hey, which Salesforce org? If you only have one, it's just one drop down here. And we'll go ahead and click next and allow. And what this is going to do is essentially act as a agent that will deflect answers within a channel to try to solve that FAQ problem. And let's see how it works now that we've officially pushed this over into Slack, right? So that's the one-time setup. You only ever have to do that one single time. And the way that this works is channel managers get to add the Channel Expert agent into channels. So this channel has a lot of questions for some reason about the Atlanta Braves baseball team. We're going to go in and we're going to click the Agents tab, and we have this Setup tab right here, call to action, where I'm just going to click Setup and add Channel Expert. Now you can set it up in one of two ways. You can either say this agent will be able to answer all based on all of the messages that have already been sent within this channel, right? So it's always intra-channel, specific to this channel, or all of the files that have been shared within those messages. Or if you want to filter to a specific set of content, you can do that. And I'm going to do that for this. I kind of like this. I've just got a PDF that I have of the Atlanta Braves Wikipedia page. But of course, you could also grab the existing canvases and files and other lists that have been shared directly in Slack already. Okay, so if I look at this, now we see that this Wikipedia page has already is already uploaded to our sources. We can add more, but now any question where or any message, I should say, where we tag Channel Expert and say, what year did the Braves move to Atlanta? It's going to try to answer that for me. And the time savings here is that we don't have to have other people babysitting this channel trying to answer it themselves. Or if it's already been answered, well, the channel agent is going to answer it for them. Okay, couldn't find it. I'm going to blame that on the Wikipedia page that I selected as my source. But you can see how it's attempting to do that deflection. So tisk tisk on me for the question that I chose. But I want to make one other thing clear. You are not getting charged for Flex credits or Data Cloud credits with the Channel Expert, right? So this is in some ways an unmetered agent is how you'd probably phrase it. And then the other thing I want to call it too is like, what if what if our users aren't going to @mention the Channel Expert agent? And what if we're worried that they're not going to do that correctly? What you can do in that case is build out a workflow, and we're going to create that, and essentially just have a workflow do the tagging for you. Okay, so let's just say from a link in Slack, and we're going to call this workflow ask a question or something like that, but we want to collect info into a form. What is your question? Okay, and question one is just going to be question, and we'll do short answer. We could make this more complicated if we needed to. We could have multiple different branched workflows, for example, or different forms. What's the subject of your question? And if If they answer one way, you put it, you send it in one channel. If they answer another thing, you send it to another channel. So maybe we'll do that in a second. But what I want to show you is all you need to do is send a message into a channel, and we're going to send this to lots of questions, and we're going to say at channel expert, help answer this question from, we'll say insert variable and person who submitted the form, right? So we're basically building out a more structured way of triaging the information. Okay, and we're going to say answer to question, say save, and that's about as basic as we could possibly get it, right? We're just saying, what's the question? Let's post it in there. We're essentially taking care of ask a question. We are taking care of the tagging for the user. And maybe you want to do that for a variety of different reasons. Like maybe one way is you want to be able to add this to a workflow, and we're going to feature this workflow, right? So we're going to say, not only is this workflow there, but this is a featured call out workflow that people can just simply click a button, come here and say, all right, what is your question? What sport do the Braves play? Now I'm really going to be concerned if channel expert doesn't answer this one correctly. But again, what I want you to see is that we're taking the onus off of the end user to know that they have to mention the channel expert. And we're just going to send that in from a workflow ourselves. Okay, so that's like the one-off where we're always sending it in. And geez, the Braves, okay. I couldn't find it, whatever. But what we can do, and yeah, we're blaming the Wikipedia. Let's go back to this workflow. I want to show you one more thing of if we did want to say, what's our topic, right? If we say topic and we do a drop down, we'll say, drop down option is like topic A, topic B, right? And this is going to be a way where you can kind of have add a branch. I can't add a branch here. Okay, click information, add a branch, only continue if they pick topic B, branch B. What we're doing here is we're saying we only ever want to have one workflow, right? We only want them to ever have to click the ask a question workflow, no matter where they are in Slack. We want them to click this thing, and then we're going to handle the passing off of the question to the right channel based on what they entered in, right? And so what we'd do is we'd say add a branch, only continue if they pick topic A and topic A. And what I'll say is I'm going to grab this exact same thing, duplicate this step, but drag this one down here. And instead of sending this to lots of questions, you'd send this to just a different channel that also had channel expert in it. Okay, so that's a bit how you'd handle the triaging of saying we want different experts for different types of questions, but we want our users to click on one thing. Last thing I'll show you is channel expert. And while I was setting it up, you may have noticed that there is this okay, so I guess this was just a super large file or something like that. Channel to use when people request help. So I'm going to create a new channel, and we're going to call this question SMEs, okay? And what we're saying here is we're going to give end users we're going to say at channel expert who is a famous Braves player. We're going to give the end users who receive the answers to channel expert an option in the UI to say, yes, that answered my question, or no, I actually want human help. And it's going to forward the question that was asked straight into that channel. So it's kind of doing a little bit of the human escalation for you by way of just simply setting up that option right there. Okay, I couldn't find any information. Great. Let's go ahead and ask a human. And that's all the end user sees, right, is that more help requested. But the the SMEs or the experts who are hanging out within the channel where this gets escalated to can then go see this here. They can run their own, hey, we're going to put eyes on it. And then that's the way that we're going to say, I'm already looking at it, jump in here and go ahead and answer the question for the end user. So looks like my channel expert didn't want to cooperate, but I hope this helped you understand how to set it up and how to actually use it for your Slack users.